2019 for me, monumental year. I 12x'd my business. I personally developed so much. Literally looking back to where I was and like projecting and thinking about where I was at the beginning of 2019, I am not the same person at all. Hey, what's up YouTube? So this video is a little late. It's like January 15th on the date of recording this, but I need to get this done, okay? I want to do a quick little video summary of my 2019 year in review, just going over like all my achievements, all the pitfalls, right? Putting everything out here on YouTube, more for my documentation purposes, so I can come look at this at the beginning of 2021. But I mean, it might be valuable for my audience as well to see how far I've come. Again, this channel is showing real entrepreneurship and how it actually happens. The time frame's not always exactly like how it looks on social media. Okay, so check this out. This is my vision board. I did break this down earlier in 2019. The plan was to just go through and just kill this whole vision board in 2019. That did not happen, let me tell you right now, okay? Every single goal that I've been striving for, I have fallen short on. However, that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's actually kind of a beautiful thing, especially with the content I'm trying to make, because it shows, it literally proves the point that I've been trying to make about this content, is that real entrepreneurship, actually doing it, actually leveling up your life, okay? It takes a lot more work and a lot longer time frame than people think, okay? Really, truly. I'll just like go through like a brief overview. The first thing was to give myself a $1,000 monthly paycheck, which I did do in 2019, but then quickly came to realize it didn't make sense financially. Not that the business didn't have the profit there, it definitely did. I'm not gonna dive super deep into that because that's a totally different topic that I want to make a separate video talking about delayed gratification, how it works and why it's valuable for not only me, but you as well, if you're not already implementing it in your life, but we're gonna talk about that later. Picked up the skill of Forex, trading Forex in the foreign exchange market, still picking it up, right? It's a skill set that is not the easiest thing in the world. It's not impossible, but it's not the easiest thing in the world. Working on it, growing it, building it, developing it. We're working on it. Okay, I did manage to get debt-free. Now, this is another video in and of itself. There's so many different videos I need to break down. I'm debt-free, but I'm also not debt-free at the same time because there's a difference between good debt and bad debt. I will explain that in a future video. I'm not gonna touch on it here, okay? Besides that, I didn't hit any, that's as far down the goal board as I got to here, right? So again, like I said, it does not happen how you're gonna originally view that it's gonna play out, and that's totally okay. While so far 2 minutes and 52 seconds into this video it sounds like I'm sort of bashing on my year, it actually was an amazing year, okay? I did fall short of all my goals, but I'm much further along now than I was at the beginning of 2019. So it's actually truly a blessing. I'm very grateful for where I'm at and the circumstances that I'm in, even if I didn't hit the astronomical projections that I had for myself, which is, I had astronomical projections. So to even hit where I did is actually still astounding, right? I tried 75 hard. I've sort of failed, not sort of, I did fail this substantially, but it was a beautiful thing because it allowed me to pound in on my consistency and put more good habits into my daily flow. I fully plan to get back on this and just go hard on it. It's just, it has a few different things from my day-to-day on how I like scaling and growing my operation right now. I also have a couple of business meetings that are traveling business meetings coming up, and that's gonna make that very difficult. That's why I failed a couple of times in the beginning, and I'll go into that again later. I don't wanna make this video too long, so I'm just gonna cut into this real quick. Look, I'm gonna break down all my goals and everything into health, wealth, love, and happiness, the 4 pillars of a good life, and I'm gonna explain everything, right? So health, 2019 was the year where I got actually really serious, okay? I've always had this problem. I have a really fast metabolism. I have this problem where I like forget to eat because I'm just so hyper focused on my work and I like love what I do, so it doesn't feel like work. So I just sit in front of my computer for 10, 12 hours and then I'm like, oh wow, I'm actually starving. I do that a lot, more than I definitely probably should admit to doing. But I've been working on that and getting more on a consistent diet and doing things right. So I feel like 2019 was the year that I started taking my health seriously and working out regularly. I actually did put on 18 pounds throughout the whole year, which doesn't sound like a lot, but that's actually a lot because it's very, very hard for me to gain weight. I don't know why, okay? Wealth. This is the most beautiful one of all the achievements, in my opinion. Okay, I 12x'd my first business, right? Beginning of 2019, I had one business. Beginning of 2020, I have 3 businesses now, and I will go in and talk in depth about all of them, just not right now, right? But now I'm doing much more. I'm far, far busier. I'm getting paid less. It's an interesting dynamic. Real entrepreneurship is weird, and it's a beautiful thing. I'm so glad that I get to do this in front of an audience, right? Next pillar, love, okay? I don't date at all, okay? I don't actually leave my house. I just work, okay? And it's because I know what I want. I have priorities. I have goals and dates that I need to accomplish them by. So I don't really have time for distractions. I also don't have time to forge an interpersonal relationship or have a relationship. That's just not something I have time for. But also, I don't find happiness and fulfillment in having a relationship specifically. I find happiness and fulfillment in my own personal development and growth, right? So really 2019 was just the year of self-love. I was bouncing back from a really, really horrible breakup, which I don't even want to talk about. But I was bouncing back from that, decided to just go all in on my own growth and development. And so far, it's going great. All right, next, happiness, the last one. This one is huge, right? Because this year was crazy. And now it's 2020, but when I say this year, I mean 2019, right? Look, it was crazy because a lot of my close friends, like friends that I've had around for several years, right? They like basically made me choose between them or my process of entrepreneurship, because a lot of people that I was friends with, they were my poor friends, based on, poor as an understanding of reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's a mindset. I'm not talking about social economic status. It doesn't involve that at all. But they were my poor friends, right? And they had a victim mentality. A lot of them, I got sat down more than 5 times by different people saying that I'm working too hard. I need to slow it down. I need to get a real job. Blah, 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 blah. All these limiting beliefs. And I was like, hey, look, I'm going to do this whether you believe in me or not. I don't really need the negative energy in my life. So I sort of made the decision to just cut off like 99% of my social circle. If you're one of those people that I cut off and you're still watching me grow and develop, hey, look, nothing against you, okay? I love everyone. However, I don't need that in my life, so I'm gonna keep growing and developing. You can keep watching. When I get to the point where you realize, wow, he's really doing it, it's actually real, you can come back and I would be more than willing to coach you, absolutely. But that aside the fact, 2019 overall as a whole, it was the year that I really did get serious, because if you look here, okay, look, this was my journal and planner for 2019, okay? This is like fake leather, and this is literally a college-ruled composition notebook. Okay, but 2019 was the year that I started journaling. Actually, technically it was December 16th, 2018. December 16th, come on, that's 2019 basically. So I started journaling. So 2019 was the year where I really started to get serious, but then got rid of these bad boys, filled them up. And now we're leather bound. Both the planner and the journal are leather bound. I feel like that's just a testament to the fact that I'm just more serious and taking my growth and development very, very seriously. Now, instead of this being like a hobby, all of 2020, this is like my real profession now, right? Like I'm going to trade shows. I got partners that are upwards of 50 years old. I have a software, I literally own a software company. It's super, super cool. What else? What are like some personal achievements that have nothing to do with business? I became a professional glover this year. That was a huge thing for me. Okay, I've been gloving since September of 2017. It's been literally a dream of mine since decadence of 2017 to become a professional glover. Then Decadence 2019 rolls around and boom, baby, we're there. I made a video about it. It did not get a lot of engagement because it's super out of my niche. Unfortunately, the whole concept of niche is, it grinds my gears, but that's okay. But yeah, so that's that. I got a messenger bag just to carry all my stuff. Reason for this, I have a 15.5 inch laptop, which this is 15.6 inches. I could not, for the life of me, find a laptop case that actually would fit my computer. So I got that, and it's also convenient because it allows me to hold some pens, some paperwork, my journals, whatever I need. But yeah, that was the 2019 for me, monumental year. I 12X'd my business. I personally developed so much. Literally looking back to where I was and like projecting and thinking about where I was at the beginning of 2019, I am not the same person at all. I'm literally not recognizable as the same person, okay? My mindset is different. My strength is different. My core values are different. Everything is different, and I'm so truly blessed and grateful to be where I'm at in my process right now, because this year is the year that I begin to go parabolic. It's already done. I already see it, and it's so beautiful. But this video is already really long. I doubt most of you actually stuck through the whole thing, but again, like I said at the beginning of the video, this video is for me and my documentation purposes, because I want this video later so that I can look at it in 2021 or 2022 and go, hey, that's where I was. I made it. And so, yeah, that's the whole thing. Hey, look, if you did stick around for the whole thing, please drop a like and leave a comment and say that you actually watched the whole thing, because if you did, I appreciate you. You are the people that are actually helping me pursue my goals and dreams and make this happen and turn it into a reality, even if you don't know that. And so I'm so truly grateful for you. And yeah, let's just keep growing, keep leveling up, and I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. See ya.
Come and get it.